Hi, everyone. Firstly, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Claire. I'm the head of marketing at HeroCoders. We're a platinum Atlassian Marketplace partner and creator of the apps Checklists for Jira and Clockwork for Jira. I've been in the Atlassian ecosystem for about a year and a half now, so I guess I'm still something of a newbie to the whole thing. And today I'm delighted to be co-presenting with Grusha Bhalla, a product manager at Atlassian, my new best friend, and part of the team responsible for the Atlassian reporting capability. Before we jump in, can I just do a quick show of hands? Just want to ask, how many of you today can say with confidence that you know how your customers find your app? Oh, nobody. Wasn't expecting that. And how many of you today are already using the Atlassian reporting capability to track marketing attribution? Great, okay, so there's a few people here who are not complete newbies. So you've all come to the right place to learn more about this topic. During today's session, we'll cover the fundamentals of marketing attribution, what it is, and how it can help you supercharge your app growth. We'll talk about the various marketing channels that you can target to bring customers in. And we'll move on to talk about how to set up your campaigns for tracking, along with understanding how that can be seen in the attribution report. We'll also share a real-world example from HeroCoders about how we use the attribution report to measure performance. And finally, we'll give you a taste of what you can expect with the newest edition, the Funnel Insights report. So let's make the most of the next 30 minutes and jump in. For anyone who's unfamiliar with marketing attribution, here's a quick explanation. Marketing attribution is about identifying and assigning credit to specific marketing channels or tactics. It helps us understand which efforts are driving the results we care about. That could be acquiring new customers, increasing revenue, or other company goals. Think of attribution as answering a fundamental question. Which of our marketing activities deserve the credit for our success? Without proper attribution, we're flying blind, unable to optimize or justify our budgets. Let's look briefly at how this applies in a non-business scenario. For example, a relay race. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, the US took home the gold medal in the women's 4x100 meter relay race. Athlete Sha'Carri Richardson, who we saw on the screen, she carried the baton in the final leg, crossing the finish line in first place. Giving Richardson all the credit for the win would be a mistake. It would ignore the contributions of her 3 teammates. All 4 athletes deserve credit. The question is, should they get equal credit or not? You could assign credit equally to all 4 athletes in the team. This is a linear multi-attribution model. You could assign more credit to the athlete who ran the first leg, and she set the team up for the win, first touch attribution. Or you could assign more credit to the athlete who ran the final leg and carried the baton across the finish line, last touch attribution. Just as every runner plays a crucial role in winning a race, every marketing touch point contributes to a customer's journey. And there's usually multiple touch points and channels involved in a single customer journey. The challenge is deciding how to allocate credit fairly and effectively, and having the data you need to make those decisions. Marketing attribution can be your secret weapon for supercharging growth and efficiency. By regularly monitoring and adjusting your campaigns, you ensure your resources are being used effectively. It allows you to identify which channels and efforts deliver the highest return on investment, so you can optimize your spend and focus on the strategies that drive the most impact. And by benchmarking against historical data, you gain valuable insights into performance trends, enabling you to refine your approach and stay competitive in an evolving marketplace.
Now that we've understood the what and why of marketing attribution, let's dive into the how aspect of it. Reiterating the definition of marketing attribution, it is about identifying and assigning credit to specific marketing channels and tactics. In order to do this efficiently, it is important for us to understand what these channels are. Let's start with understanding the various channels from which customers come. Customers discover apps through a combination of internal as well as external touchpoints. On Marketplace itself, key discovery surfaces include the search bar, where customers search for apps based on specific keywords, filters that allow them to refine their search, as well as product-based app pages that highlight apps for specific Atlassian products. This is the direct channel. Traffic organically comes to Marketplace and customers discover apps themselves. On the other hand, there are external touchpoints that act as channels that play a vital role in bringing customers to specific apps in Marketplace and can be directly controlled by you as partners. These include partner websites, where targeted apps are promoted to potential users, email campaigns that inform targeted customers about relevant apps, social media platforms like LinkedIn, which provide a direct connection to key decision makers, search engines like Google, where customers may discover apps through organic search results, and Atlassian community that too fosters organic as well as targeted discovery. Partners can leverage these external channels for growing their apps and measure the channel's success using, the marketing attribution. Now that we understand about the channels through which customers discover apps, let's discuss on how to actually set up your campaigns in a way that can enable tracking as well as explore how you can efficiently decode and retrieve the marketing attribution report provided by Marketplace. How do you actually enable the tracking for your channels? This is done using UTM tags. UTM or Token Tracking Module are snippets of text that you can add at the end of your redirection URL. These parameters enable Marketplace to understand details such as where is the customer coming from and project the same in marketing attribution report. It is important to use these efficiently to get the best results in terms of data in the report. As the name, let's understand what these UTM tags are and how to use them. First one is UTM source. As the name suggests, this is source-based URL parameter which identifies which website is sending the traffic. For example, you can set your UTM source as LinkedIn for all your ad posts on LinkedIn for your app. Next, we have UTM medium, which helps you in tracking the medium through which your traffic came. For the same example as above, the medium for LinkedIn posts will be social. UTM name is the most important one if you want to track campaign success. Using a unique name as value, this parameter identifies the campaign through which the customers came. UTM content is another interesting parameter and frankly one of my favorite. This parameter tracks the specific content in a common source and medium from which a customer is coming. This becomes especially important in campaigns with multiple CTAs to the same source or A/B testing of content. Let's take an example here. Let's say you send out email campaign to promote your apps. It has two CTAs, one at the top and one at the bottom. UTM content will help you in differentiating which CTA was actually clicked. Lastly, UTM term, which helps in keyword-based tracking to identify which keywords actually drive traffic to your app listing. Here is an example of what a URL might look like with UTM parameters. Using UTM tag is essential for an accurate Marketplace attribution report. Retrieving the attribution report is a simple three-step process using asynchronous APIs. First, begin by calling the first API to initiate the report generation. Second, use the status API to get updates about the progress. Lastly, use the download API to retrieve the generated report. Let's now look at what the report actually provides us. We have been talking about this report for a long time, but what is this report actually giving us? The marketing attribution report tells you the story of your customer's journey through a series of user events. It provides last 30 days worth of discovery activities of admins installing the apps, as well as requesters who requested for that app. For example, an end user was exposed to a social media campaign running for your app on day 1. He visited the listing page but did not do anything about it. Let's say after a couple of days, he searched for your app on Google and again visited the app listing page. This time, he sent a request for that app. Now let's say the admin liked the app and accepted the request by installing it. An evaluation license gets created. Against this evaluation license, you will now see both the activities along with the timestamp. You have the flexibility to decide which attribution model would you like to choose. Maybe first touch, last touch, or any other model that you'd like to choose. The report consists of line items for activities of users associated with unique evaluation license. Some of the important fields of this report are user type. This field specifies the persona who did the activity. Its values can be admin and requesters. In case of multiple end user requests for an app, a random unique identifier is also provided in the report to differentiate between line items, that is, the activities. Second, event timestamp. This field marks the exact time of each interaction, creating a clear timeline view for you. Next, channel. This field marks the channel from which the user got exposed to the app. Referrer domain. This field shows the website or platform that directed users to your app listing, and then we have a group of fields for campaign details. These fields are populated on the basis of UTM tags that partners set up. In terms of accuracy, this report, that is the marketing attribution report, provides you the advantage of bridging between considering clicks on Try It Now on Marketplace as success criteria versus actual installs with evaluation license as success criteria. Since in marketing attribution report, it tracks success till the very end, that is the installation step is done in product, which is done in product. By connecting these dots, you can see what drives awareness and optimize strategies to improve customer engagement. With that, I hand it over to Claire to walk us through a real-life example of how HeroCoders are doing their bit of marketing attribution.
Let me tell you a little bit about us at HeroCoders first, just quickly. As I mentioned, we're an Atlassian Platinum Marketplace partner. We currently have 6 apps listed on the marketplace. Our apps are trusted by 70,000 customers with a total of 10 million users worldwide. Our most popular app is Checklists for Jira. It has over 50,000 active installs across the free, pro, and enterprise versions and helps teams stay organized and ensure important tasks are never missed. We're also the team behind Clockwork for Jira Pro, an advanced all-in-one time and cost tracking solution that's affordable and easy to use, and Clockwork Lite, a simpler, low-cost version of the app. At HeroCoders, we use a mix of paid advertising and organic strategies to drive app growth. This allows us to reach new audiences through paid channels, while also building long-term engagement and trust through organic efforts like content marketing, SEO, and social media. But as our marketing efforts grew, we needed to understand the impact of our paid ad campaigns, not just in isolation, but in the context of how they work alongside organic channels. We needed to know which channels, paid or organic, drive the most product evaluations, which are most effective in driving installs and contributing to revenue. And importantly, how do these efforts support our overall brand awareness? To gain deeper insights into our marketing performance, we tapped into the Atlassian Marketing Attribution Report. It gives us detailed attribution data that we can use to evaluate the impact of our efforts. We then visualize the data using Looker Studio. This makes it really easy for us to interpret and share our findings. So when we can analyze paid performance, we can assess how well our paid search and display ads contribute to app growth, giving us a clear view of ROI. We can compare channel effectiveness. By putting paid ads side by side with other channels like SEO, social media, email, and referrals, we get a better understanding of what's driving the most value at different stages of the customer journey. And we can track brand awareness. So we can track self-referral searches on the marketplace, where users specifically searched for Clockwork by name. This gives us a great indicator of increasing product awareness and interest, driven by our combined marketing efforts. This data-driven approach has helped us to refine our marketing strategy and focus on the channels that deliver the greatest impact. Using the attribution report, we gain easy access to detailed data. Seamless data collection process means we can focus more on analysis and less on chasing down information. With robust data and intuitive visuals, we can dive deeper into performance insights, enabling us to make data-driven decisions and optimize our spend and resource allocation. We can prioritize the most impactful channels and fine-tune any underperforming ones. For us, marketing attribution data from the attribution report goes into a Google Sheet. Once the data is collected, we feed it into Looker Studio to bring it to life. Clear interactive visuals help us quickly identify high and low performing channels. For example, we can see not only the volume of evaluations coming from our ad campaigns, but we can also see the quality of those evaluations through opportunity size. And once the 30-day trial period has ended, we can see if the evaluation converted into a paying customer, and importantly, how much revenue is generated. One of the most effective ways that we've been able to leverage the data so far in our efforts is in building our brand awareness. Using the attribution data, we can measure the volume of searches in the marketplace for the terms Clockwork, the product brand name, and HeroCoders, our company brand name. Analysing the data, we can see there has been an increase in brand searches, both product and company. In fact, a whopping 700% increase in searches for the Clockwork product name. This tells us we are seeing a return on investment with our marketing campaigns to grow awareness. I'm going to hand back to Grusha now. She's going to talk to you a little bit about funnel insights.
Thank you so much, Claire, for walking us through a real-life example of how marketing attribution is being done by one of our partners. Well, with that, we are excited to announce a new addition to our reports, Funnel Insights. Funnel Insights report gives you a sneak peek into your customer's journey, highlighting and quantifying key moments such as percentage of interested customers actually installing your app. By understanding where users engage, hesitate, or drop off, you can fine-tune your growth strategies. It is important for us to understand how the Funnel Insights report is different, but at the same time complements the marketing attribution report. Think of marketing attribution as your radar. It helps you understand which marketing channels and efforts are driving user acquisition and conversions. It answers the what's working question, showing you where your marketing is bringing users into the funnel. On the other hand, Funnel Insights is your compass. It guides you through customers' journey, showing you exactly where users are in their Atlassian experience. This insight lets you optimize your strategy to convert prospects into paying customers. Together, they provide a full picture from attracting users to converting them. Funnel Insights provides an end-to-end representation of customers' experience during their purchase process. This report starts off by providing information about customer interest in your app in the form of prospects. These are customers who are interested in your app, whose interest is captured via various activities such as visiting app listing page, etc., and whose journey we will be tracking. Next, it looks at getting the more serious customers in the form of installs. These are the customers out of the prospects who started a trial for your app within 60 days of showing an interest. This is followed by the data that most of you eagerly wait for, conversions. How many of the trialing customers actually ended up converting to a paid subscription after a baking period? The funnel also includes metrics such as D1 to D6, which provides a very important information around the activation rate of trialing customers in the first 6 days after the installation. After that, it also provides churn in the form of lost prospects and evaluations. In practical terms, how can a funnel view of customer's journey actually help? Let's understand this using situational examples. Let's say you optimize the listing content and SEO on the listing page of your app during the month of July. How will you measure its impact? Through Funnel Insights. After these optimizations, you will possibly see an expansion at the top of your funnel, that is, the number of prospects and possibly installs and conversions too. This can indicate a positive effect of your optimization, vice versa for a contraction. Let's say you introduced a new pricing strategy for your app, which has raised the prices for it to be higher than your competition. How will you measure if this was the right move or not? Any guesses here? Well, it's through Funnel Insights. You might possibly see a contraction in the number of installs despite the number of prospects remaining the same, indicating that customers are finding your apps to be expensive. With that, I'll hand it back to Claire to take us through the key takeaways.
So, understanding attribution is the key to optimizing your marketing efforts and maximizing return on investment by identifying channels and strategies that truly drive conversions. By knowing where to reach your customers and leveraging the attribution and funnel insights reports, you can measure impact, gain actionable insights, and make data-driven decisions that directly contribute to app growth. With attribution data, you can uncover where users are in their Atlassian journey, whether they're just discovering your app, evaluating it, or becoming long-term users, and you can tailor your approach to meet their needs at every stage. By applying these insights, you can turn guesswork into growth and position your app for sustained success. What could your business achieve with this level of clarity and control over your customer journey? Thank you so much for joining our session today. We hope you found it helpful, and we're both happy to stick around for any questions you might have.
Thank you.